Oh, hey. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Besa. I go by Besa for short. I'm from Seattle. I am on Cube 93.3 overnights, and I have a podcast called Back2Besa. Now, when I'm on air and within my podcast, I'm constantly talking about what's going on, but I never get a chance to really go in on what's going on because my podcast is something I'm only going to do once a week. I don't want to overload the world with podcast stuff. So what I can do is overload you with shit right here on IGTV. Let's talk about the Oscars. Honestly, I really didn't watch the Oscars. I kind of had an Issa Rae moment.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
So, with that being said, shout out to Black Panther for winning at least 3 Oscars. If they won more, I missed it, but I know for a fact they got 3 of them bitches. Now, in Seattle news, I want to shout out a couple restaurants that are black owned, being that it is still Black History Month, okay? Hashtag Black History. One spot you should check out, if you have not, is Island Soul Rum Bar and Soul Shack. It's over in Columbia City. What I really like about it is that it's a soul food restaurant, but they also have vegetarian options. So I went there for a meeting the other day. I got the gumbo, and it was amazeballs, by the way. And the guy that I was having a meeting with, he got the greens, and the greens actually isn't cooked with like meat and, you know, bacon juice and all that extraness that nobody necessarily wants if you're vegetarian, right? So it's great to know that there are restaurants, like soul food restaurants here in Seattle that you can go to and you can go on a date there and you don't have to worry about if your date is vegan or not because they're actually going to be able to get food also. Another one is called Little Red Takeout and Catering. That is on Rainier. This is also a soul food restaurant with a Jamaican twist on it. So you can get oxtails in there. You can get lumpia in there. You can get greens in there. I love getting the fish, okay? It's like a fried fish with onions and peppers and... It's amazing, okay? Just make sure that you get it when you go there and thank me later, alright? And then also there is Plum Bistro over in Seattle. This is also a black-owned business and it's 100% vegetarian food in there. So, you know, me and my friends, we're trying to do a little bit better. We're trying to eat better. We're trying to work on our skin. We're trying to work on our hair. We're just trying to better ourselves, not only on the outside but on the inside. And so it's nice to have an idea of where you can also go that is just straight up vegetarian and have really, really good food. So definitely check out all those spots and let me know what you end up getting if you go. So, okay. I don't really want to talk too long about this, but the whole Tristan, Thompson, Jordyn Woods, Kylie Jenner, you know, honestly, to sum it all up, from what I've Googled from the past 72 hours, just about every single one of the Kardashian sisters, except for Kourtney, has taken a man from somebody. Like, you know, allegedly, Kim took Kanye from Amber. Khole took Tristan from his girlfriend, who's apparently, I guess her name was Jordyn. How ironic. Kylie took Travis from Justine Skye. Like, remember the really pretty black girl that she used to hang around, and all of a sudden they stopped hanging out? Like, people are saying that Justine Skye was dating Travis Scott, and then all of a sudden he starts fucking around with Kylie, and then a month later her ass is pregnant. So now you don't fucking see their asses together, right? So at the end of the day, I don't want to say what goes around comes around, but at the same time, you kind of get the energy that you give. First of all, he was cheating when he got with her. If he already had a girlfriend, clearly you already know what kind of man that he is. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is,
if a nigga ain't shit, he ain't shit.
If this whole Jordyn Woods thing is true, she really shouldn't be that damn surprised, being that she was the other woman at one point. So clearly he's always going to have other women. Like, we're going to continue on to some other shit that kind of matters. Alright? I don't want to go in too long on this whole R. Kelly thing because I don't know about you guys, but I'm like legit sick and tired of talking about this whole R. Kelly thing. Like, the Surviving R. Kelly documentary was so draining that I'm still lightweight traumatized by some of the stuff that I heard. However, he turned himself in Friday night, and there's a possibility that he'll actually have to sit in jail until Wednesday because apparently he wasn't able to pay the $100,000 of his bail in time.
R. Kelly, anything you want to say?
The most entertaining thing that I've seen so far is his fucking attorney. His attorney is a... I'm gonna put in a clip.
There are a number of interviews where the young lady says, I lied about how old I was. I lied to him about how old I was. And then recently said, oh no, I lied about lying about how old he was. We'll have to look at it.
Him the ID, the fake ID that showed him the real ID. Don't misquote a victim, Mr. Greenberg.
Because every time someone views child pornography, in theory, it's a separate criminal act. So there's certain rules that govern those cases in particular. I have not seen any tapes. I haven't seen the tapes that are involved in this case. I will tell you that to the extent someone is showing tapes to somebody, someone is watching tapes, that warrants its own investigation.
So are you concerned that there could be more charges?
No. No, I'm not concerned that there could be more charges. Prosecutors will see whatever he supposedly has. They'll evaluate it, and we'll see where it takes us. But no, I'm not concerned.
It's interesting to see him say that after hearing the charges being ran. Check this clip out.
At the time he said this, Robert Kelly had his pants pulled down and he was pointing to his penis. Robert Kelly grabbed the victim by the head and tried to force her mouth onto his exposed penis, but the victim was able to resist. Robert Kelly then masturbated and ejaculated onto the victim and spit in her face several times. The shirt the victim was wearing was submitted to the Illinois State Police for DNA testing, and the semen was identified on the shirt. The male DNA identified in the semen sample is a match to Robert Kelly's DNA profile.
Now, I do have questions for the victim. One question might be, how in the world were you able to stand there for so goddamn long to where he was actually able to ejaculate on you? Like, not only did you stand there so he can do it, you waited until he... Look, I'm not trying to go in on the fucking victims. I'm really not. Sometimes I'm just trying to make logic of some of this shit, you guys, alright? Anyways, it's very interesting to see the smugness of his attorney after hearing that he
then masturbated and ejaculated onto the victim and spit in her face several times.
So, sir, I need you to have several seats, and I need you to understand the kind of battle that you are about to go into, representing a man that has this look, I'm not a lawyer, but sometimes I really wonder, like, how do some of them sleep at night? You know what I mean? Like, you see that this man is on this tape, and yet you're still trying to help him not do jail time? Like, do you not have children? Do you not have female cousins and female friends? The questions that I have will never fucking end with this. Hopefully in a couple days we'll see if he does or does not have bail. The two girls whose parents were on Surviving R. Kelly actually showed up to the fucking hearing, and they showed up fucking holding hands. I was like, what the hell? Okay, so clearly you guys have not left, and from what the reporters were screaming, they still haven't talked to their goddamn parents. Like, look, I don't know what kind of R. Kelly sauce, what kind of Piper sauce that he's putting on these girls, but that shit is thick. Now, random question. Being that Jocelyn and Azriel have been seen at the court hearing, do you think that their parents are going to show up at the next court hearing just to see if they can catch their daughters? Like, I'm surprised that their parents didn't hop on a plane that very moment, but being that we all know that he has to go to court again very soon, I wonder if their parents are going to freaking show up. Drop me a message and let me know if you think their parents are going to go. And quick positive news after talking about that fuck shit. It's being said that Wendy Williams will be coming back to her show on March 4th. So, hallelujah, Wendy Williams. Okay, everybody can stop talking about how her show's gonna be taken, how Nick Cannon's gonna take her job. Ain't nobody fucking taking her job. Wendy Williams is still gonna be there, okay? I wonder if she's going to address any of this shit. Like, I wonder if she's going to talk about what happened, why she was gone, the rumors, because let's be frank, she talks about everybody else's shit, and it's always interesting how the people that get so into your business are the main ones that don't ever want to talk about their goddamn business. But I digress. Wendy girl, I'm happy that you're back, and I'm happy that someone didn't snatch up your job. Now, we can't say the same thing for Steve Harvey. We're not going to talk about Steve Harvey in this video. I might save that for another video, but what I will say is that whole conversation that he had with Monique should have been had somewhere at home in private. Jussie Smollett. Okay, so first of all, I have an issue with the Chicago Police Department being that they're just putting out so much fucking information that they're not having enough time to fact check the shit that they're saying are facts. Like, they said it's a fact and it's been proven that he wrote that check to the brothers, but now it's coming back that it was a check, but the check was for training. And there's something within the text messages that proves that this check was for fucking training. Now, you know, you can argue that the whole training thing was like code for some other shit, but we can't go there right about yet because I don't want to think that he lied about this shit, okay? I don't want to think that anyone would stage something like this. However, the evidence is so stacked against him that it's the only thing that's stopping me from being like, man, this nigga fucking lied, fuck the bullshit, I don't want to fucking hear this shit. Like, you lied your ass off, you wasted our fucking time, you got us all fucking emotional for no goddamn reason. Like, the only reason why I can't do that is because I genuinely feel that in order for you to do some shit like that, something mentally is wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of a single reason for why he would want to do that. Now, I also can't think of a reason to why the brothers would do that, because first of all, what the fuck made them think that at some particular point it would not get back to them? That's one. Two, if they did do this, why did they not throw away the evidence? When the brothers were walking down the street, apparently Jussie is the one that identified the brothers. And then they go to their house and they find different items. Why wouldn't you have gotten rid of that shit? You know what I mean? Like if they really did that and they planned it and they didn't plan it with Jussie, why wouldn't they throw that shit out? Like, who the fuck keeps the goddamn murder weapon on the middle of the fucking table for the cops to walk in for? Like, who does that shit? So, I have a lot of questions here. Like, there are just so many things that just come together to where it just doesn't make any sense. Now, what I do know is that he's been written out of the last couple episodes of Empire. It seems like wherever the last spot that he filmed, they're just like, okay, we're just gonna fucking finish it up from here. It's interesting that they're taking him out with only 2 episodes left. Like, what is it that we don't know? For, like, I understand that they feel like this is kind of inconvenient for the cast, but what if it really comes out that he's not fucking lying? Like, first of all, half the goddamn country would owe his ass a fucking apology. And second of all, you would have fired him for being victimized. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is a really sticky situation. And again, I'm not saying that the evidence does not stack up against him. Like, a lot of shit just don't make sense. So, for me, what I would like is for the police department, since they're so fucking concerned with this goddamn case, I need you guys to get your facts together before you come to us with the facts. Like, we have TMZ. We don't need the police department to be TMZ. We need you guys to go solve murders and make sure that other motherfuckers are not getting fucked up. Like, I saw some shit about a dog just eating the shit out of a goddamn mailman over in Jersey. Yeah, like, see, shit like that, you need to be making sure that animals like that are not fucking roaming free. This shit, oh, let's take all these goddamn resources and put it towards fucking Jussie Smollett shit. This shit's for the birds. Let us know what's good when y'all figure it the fuck out. Okay? Now, just because this is a video doesn't mean that I'm not going to end it off with something positive, okay? If you listen to Back2Besa, you can listen to that on iHeartRadio, and you can also check it out on the Apple Podcast app. At the end of all of my episodes, I like to have something positive. So, this particular positive is going to be 5 ways for you to stop procrastination. Procrastination is such a bitch, alright? Like, it's that thing that just lingers in the back of you and just fucks you over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think what you're doing in terms of procrastination is a good idea, but it's not. So, number 1, remember that done is better than perfect, period. It's way better for you to start than to never start. If you don't start right now, in 5 years you're gonna look back and be like, damn, this girl right here or this guy right here started doing exactly what I wanted to do around the same time I did, and look at where they're at, and my ass hasn't even gotten past step 2 yet. You know what I mean? So done is better than perfect. Number 2, know that you will never start at your end goal. That's why you need to start. Done is better than perfect, and knowing that you will never start at your end goal definitely go hand in hand. Like, if I want to start a clothing line, right, and I'm over here tiptoeing about the fact that I don't know how to design things, well, that goes into the next step. If you don't know what you're doing, ask for help. Don't let what you don't know how to do be your reason for procrastinating. Like, that's stupid, okay? Because when your business gets to a higher level and you actually need to hire people, then you're going to have a hard time trying to hire people, and now you're going to be sitting here doing 50 million jobs because you don't know how to ask for fucking help. Like, it's dumb. Stop doing that shit to yourselves. Clarify your goals, okay? If you know what you want to do and it's not just some flim shit that's in the wind, you know that you don't necessarily have time to go on a date because you actually need to go record the next episode of your podcast or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I could be on a date right about now. Although I still have my boot, I do go on dates. However, I'm not going to go on a date today because I needed to record my podcast and I needed to do this fucking video, right? You have to prioritize what you have already said that you're going to do. I've already said that my podcasts are going to drop on Mondays. So why the hell am I going to go out on Sundays, right? Prioritize your goals. Be clear on your goals and know why it is your goal. Like, don't just do shit just because you're fucking bored. And lastly, if you need reminders, set reminders in your phone. Like, have a mental list of things that you know that you need to do. Even if it's something simple like setting a doctor's appointment, right? Maybe you just get so busy throughout the day that you forget that you have to set a doctor's appointment, aka myself. I will set an alarm in my phone, which is actually what I'm going to do tomorrow to make sure I do this shit tomorrow. And at a certain random time in the day that I'm not going to think about it when it goes off, it'll be like, did you set your doctor's appointment? And if I didn't, I'm going to be like, shit, no. And then if you set a follow-up reminder for like about 5 to 10 minutes, be like, did you do it yet? Like, I know that sounds like super extra, but sometimes you need those extra little nagging things just to keep you going until you mentally can keep yourself going. Alright? So, to run back over, remember, done is better than perfect. Know that you'll never start at your end goal. That's why you need to start. Ask for help if you need it. Clarify your goals and know why they are important to you. And lastly, set reminders in your phone. AKA, did you do XYZ yet? And your quote of the episode is, it always seems impossible until it's done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. I plan on doing more of these throughout the week as things happen. That way I can kind of keep things up to date and we can all stay on the same page around here, alright? Anyways, make sure you check out the latest episode of Back2Besa podcast. And also make sure you get caught up on the other episodes because this week I am dropping episode 9. And next week will actually be a nice little treat, so I'm excited to share next week's interview with you guys. So with that being said, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that you do not fucking procrastinate, alright? Remember, done is better than perfect, so just do the shit anyways. And if you have any comments on any of the shit that we fucking talked about in today's video, shoot me a DM and I will chat back at you. So